Happy Saturday and welcome to the venue live. My name is Roger Ramirez and this is Houston's first online live performance venue brought to you from R&R Studio. Today in the studio we are here with my new good friends, Tay and Mel, Generations. Thank you for joining us, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I hope everybody, y'all had a great Thanksgiving.
Lots of pie.
I know, lots of pie? What kind of pie?
Pumpkin pie, always.
I was a pumpkin pie dude and I never liked pecan pie until I tasted it. They were like, I was like, no, I don't like it. They were like, why? And I was like, it just looks kind of weird. And so I finally had some and I was like, damn, this shit's good.
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good pie.
Better to avoid those things.
Well, yes.
When
yes.
when you don't know, then you don't miss it. But once you know.
Oh, I'm hooked now.
Yeah,
I can't,
yeah.
now I got the whipped cream. And
The whole 9 yards,
The whole 9 yards. So normally I would ask to tell us your names, but Mel and Tay, but tell us your full name.
So my name's Taylor.
Taylor.
I don't know if that's if you want to say it like that.
Taylor. And I'm Melody, which is real name.
So mom and
Corny as
daughter.
it is.
Yeah, and I'm the mother over here. Yeah.
No.
This is my daughter.
Well, she does act that way.
So
But
so we haven't had any family bands or duos or anything.
There
so
we go.
This is a first for us.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Besides the fact that I used to play with my family band, but that's so I can kind of relate.
Yes. very much so.
Me and my dad have recorded some acoustic stuff as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
His songs. He's a songwriter, and so it's a great memories. I mean, I have some great. We don't do it anymore, but I have some awesome memories. So, and we had some like awesome times. So I'm sure this is like wonderful to
It
be able
is
to play with your mom.
Awesome. Yeah, it is so awesome.
So how long? I can tell.
She really had to spit that out.
I
like-
did.
So
It's so awesome.
See, we're here to give people hope that even though your kids may hate you, they will do the Beatles with you.
Yes.
Yeah, Beatles brings
the
people
good
together,
kids.
yeah.
You know, some kids don't like the Beatles, which I'm like, what the
I don't understand that.
And
I
so-
truly don't.
great. See, I don't know. I guess I don't have the right teachings or the right growing up atmosphere. I don't know, because I got into the Beatles when I was really young. And you know, as a musician, you have to be into the Beatles. Chord progressions,
You have
harmonies.
to. Yes, you just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they're just all over the place, which is, you know, it's free music. You know, their style of writing is just so free.
Yes.
And
And diverse.
Yeah.
and so not like today's music. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
She doesn't claim much of today's music.
Yeah, I try not. I mean, like I like Adele, John Mayer's obviously amazing, but like besides that,
Yeah, like anything on the radio is just like, oh God, like
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's so square.
Yeah.
And I like Dave Matthews. And,
much so, yes,
And that's
yes.
like that type of music as well, you know, right
Yeah.
up there. And so, okay, so how long have y'all been together? How did y'all start this?
Since she was born.
How long have
We
y'all?
go way
How long
back.
have
We
y'all
go
known
way
each other? How did y'all meet?
More school and stuff. No, yeah.
So when did y'all start performing together?
So Taylor was very, very interested in music, but I didn't know it. This is the girl that would just listen. She has a brother, and I'd be working with her brother on clarinet, and she would be 3 or 4, and just listening and watching. And then, thanks to Guitar Hero, I think
and
Guitar
Rock Band and all
Oh,
those
yeah.
all those games.
I really
yeah,
think those
exactly.
games, because she came in one day and she was really great, like so many kids are. She was very fast and very good with Guitar Hero. And she said, you know what, though? I said,
I'm
God,
over
you're
this.
so good. And she goes, but it's not really anything. I want to learn to really play. So the story goes, which
Were
is
you like
true.
an expert already?
Yeah, you
and-
know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
with the fire and the flames, like I'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
the orange key in there. Yeah, you know, exactly.
She literally had it down. And so she bought a $15 guitar at a pawn shop.
Uh-huh.
The only one with 6 strings, because you know I was like, I don't know how to restring a guitar. Like
Yeah,
you know, when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like young, you're just like, I just want something with strings
Really
on it so I
true.
can learn. Yeah.
And I
so-
thought in 2 weeks, she'll be bored. You know, she won't do it. But she came in and played Happy Birthday. That started. And I said, oh, okay. And then she came in another day, the next day, and said,
Like the melodic line. Da,
Yeah,
da, da.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
No, that's cool. No.
Exactly. And she said, what song could I learn that you would sing with? And I said, Blackbird.
So you were
Classic
singing.
Beatles.
You have a singing
No,
history.
she knew.
Yeah.
Well, she knew I sang, but I
Yeah.
hadn't sung in years, not in years. But she knew that I sang with a duo, and then I sang with a big band. And so she said, "I really want to learn something that you'll sing with me." And I thought it was being hard, Blackbird, and
You're
Beatles.
being a little,
Beatles.
yeah, and then
Beatles.
And that's a great song on
it's
guitar.
a
by
great
the way.
song.
It's a-
In
yeah.
in a month, she had
You
it.
nailed it.
She nailed it,
Had
literally.
it. I mean, I
No,
have like a
she
video
did.
of it. It's like, dun, dun.
No,
It's
that's
very-
not true.
Yeah, it's kind of clunky, but
It's a little tiny bit.
And how old were you?
what was that?
12?
Like 11 or 12?
12,
Yeah,
I mean,
roughly.
but still,
Something.
I mean, that's awesome.
So then she started learning songs that I would sing with her. She'd say, I'm going to learn this. Will you sing it with me? And that's really what happened. And look, I hadn't sung in a long time, 15 years, maybe 18. I hadn't sung in a long time. So my voice was crap. Literally it was. And we kind of had to work up. And she was very tolerant about changing keys because your natural inclination at a young age is to do the key that the
Beatles,
artist
Yeah.
Yes.
would do.
You know,
it.
you're like, I don't want to change anything. I know
Yeah,
these chords.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
G, C, D. Okay, we're good. Yeah, exactly.
So she's been the one that spearheaded the whole thing. I mean, she said, if I can get us jobs, will you do it? And I said, sure. And then we came up with the
You
idea.
started
of-
looking.
Exactly.
She
I
started looking.
reaching out to places.
I do
yeah.
think the mother-daughter thing was a little enticing because that says a lot. We're family friendly and we're probably doing pretty diverse music since we're millions of years apart
Yeah.
age-wise.
Yeah.
And then we decided that
Millions.
everything that we make, we would donate. And that was really what
And that's really
Changed it.
awesome. They are donating everything that y'all make.
Yes.
it's
To what
truly a
cost?
privilege.
Right. So
Different animal.
like there's tons. There's Shaggy Dog is one I love. The owner is so every time I
Pets
donate.
Alive.
Yeah, Houston Pets Alive is a great organization. I've actually volunteered with them as
So
well.
I have
yeah.
been thinking of volunteering at an animal shelter.
Very
Which
nice.
one do y'all recommend?
Houston Pets Alive, hands down. Yeah, over here, just because I did it,
think,
maybe.
I think all of them are
Yeah.
pretty terrific.
Houston
need it.
Pets of Life?
Yeah, Houston Pets Alive.
Oh,
exactly.
Alive.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
They're all terrific. These people are doing this for nothing. I think the fosters, these people that foster these animals and find them homes and, they have to let go. That's the part of being a foster.
Like,
I think they're
yeah.
saints, literally heroes, because there's so many in the city. We're a big city, and big cities have these kind of issues. And dogs, cats, often overlooked.
yeah.
So,
We had a stray dog that we took in. Were we its foster parents? No.
Yeah,
So
basically.
Aw.
she just got to her doorstep. They came home. She was like dehydrated and apparently she was pregnant. We came to, and I was like, don't feed her. At first I was like, she'll never leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then she stayed and they took care of her and I finally gave up and I was like, fine, let her stay. So she was pregnant and then we delivered.
Important to say that she was okay. Should I put myself on screen here? But the lighting's really bad. Okay. So it's important to say that she is a Chihuahua.
Aw,
So we were
love that.
expecting maybe about 3 puppies in the litter. There ended up being 6.
Oh no.
But we were able to find homes for each of them and a home for mom. And we kept the little runt of the pack. So
It's a happy ending. Exactly.
That's a happy
yeah.
ending for
Love
sure.
that.
So yeah, so we like dogs too. I want to take my son, and so I think that's super awesome. They are doing that. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
That's so like kind.
Just
Not
love,
very
love
many people
animals.
will do that.
I know. Yeah, we just love. Like, I love dogs. I wish I could have 1,000, but there's like laws.
There's laws.
There's
sadly,
laws.
sadly, those laws. Yeah.
There's laws, but
So-
it's a good cause.
Y'all do covers and originals.
Right.
I know we talked a little bit about that song that you wrote. So when did you start writing music? Like, when did you feel like it was time?
Right. So, I guess it started. So once I kind of got into like more intricate chord shapes, I was like, hey, I can do this, and I was just kind of.
And you're really good, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You
I
have
appreciate
really
that.
good motion of the bass.
I try, especially
Like,
since
that's
it's
really
like
good.
just the guitar. I really
That's
appreciate
really
it.
good. It's not just
Thank
like
you.
playing chords. It's you really put some movement into
Oh,
it.
yeah, you have to.
and you throw that little pinky in there, the orange key. That's the orange key.
The orange. It's all those
That's
years
the
of the
orange
orange key. I'm telling you. Yeah. No, but so kind of just started like noodling on the guitar, and I would come in. I might have a melody no pun intended, in my head. You know, I'm kind of humming something, and I would come in and be like, hey, Mom, check this out. Like, I can't finish the lyrics, but I might have something here. And so I kind of show her what I have, and then she'd get a pen and paper, and we'd just see what came of it, pretty much. I mean, yeah, roughly, wouldn't you say, or anything to add? Yeah.
No, that you've got those melodies just running through your brain.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
either.
exactly, right.
But sorry, but very talented. I mean,
Humble
and
brag.
okay. Well, there's going to be more of that.
Yes, come
I'm
on.
just gonna go
More
hide in the
bragging.
corner
Bring it
over
on.
Well,
there.
she graduated in the top 10 people of her class
Nice.
from University of Houston.
Kooks.
So economics degree. So she's got both sides of that brain going.
But music is better. Just
I went
But
to the Moore School of Music. Studied
Oh, there you
saxophone.
go.
Okay.
Wonderful
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah, it's
Wonderful
very
school.
awesome school.
Wow.
I mean, so I was just really proud of her because she paid her way through school teaching.
Teaching guitar,
So
and I
she-
play like a little bass and
Yeah.
drums here and
She
there, but
came
mostly
out
guitar. Yeah.
owing nothing, which is almost
I cried.
unheard of.
I cried.
Awesome, dude.
Thank you. Thank
Very
you.
proud of her. Yeah.
Yes. Go
So the
Cougs.
music thing is just it's her passion.
Yeah.
And it's fair to say. You love economics.
I
Or
love
you loved it, but it
economics. Yeah, I
doesn't compare.
Yeah.
So have y'all recorded any of your original stuff?
Kind of. I have like a little. I don't even want to say it's a
Tell
little
the
rig
truth.
compared to what your beautiful
Yeah,
studio
this,
here.
this
but,
is this is phenomenal.
We'll record on like the phone on a voicemail
In her-
here
in your
and there.
closet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah.
She
yeah.
created a little studio in her closet.
Yes.
like it the
Well, that's how
sound. Yeah.
everybody started. That's how I
Exactly.
started.
Yeah.
I started recording with mini discs. You remember mini discs?
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
little square ones.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I bought 2 of them, and I bought the one that had like a little microphone input. So I had to like convert down the microphone to like 1/8 1/8 inch,
Exactly.
record it, and then like bounce it to another mini disc, and then bounce it back and forth. So I was like stacking.
Wow.
And so that's when
yeah.
I started in my dad's house in my closet. So everybody starts like that. You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you're creative enough, and if you want it really bad, that's what you will do. You know. So
Agreed.
so yeah. So keep telling us about your recordings.
Right. So I mean, that's pretty much it. We want to like get, we have 25 songs roughly over the years, and that's years and years and years of just writing. I mean,
23. It wasn't
okay, it was years. I'm the
Decades
mother.
and-
Remember, I'm the mother. No. But it's years and years of just like material. I mean, for a while there, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, what do I do with my life? I love the guitar, but like want to pay the bills and save the dogs. So it's like, how am I going to do that?
Save the dogs,
So,
yes.
You know what I mean? Got to throw that in there. But yeah. So I was like, and then I wrote a song about that too. So
About saving the dogs.
no, about what am I going to do
Oh,
with my life?
okay,
you know what I mean?
cool.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh, that
along the
was
way. I
that
think we all
song
are.
we did
Yeah.
earlier, After
Kinda,
All.
like, noodling
Cool.
through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was very nice.
awesome. Thank you.
Musical influences.
Beatles,
Beatles.
Led Zeppelin,
Led Zeppelin.
Eagles. Love me some Eagles. Anything jazz too. I mean, I got pretty heavy into jazz like 8 years ago. So like obviously like Sinatra, Benny Goodman, all of those. Oh, Pat Metheny for guitar. Any guitarist out there? Yeah, Pat
Yes,
Metheny
yes,
is.
yes.
He's amazing. Yeah, and then
What about for you, Melody?
Oh, well, since I am, the dinosaur era. So I loved Patti Page, Judy Garland, the older Frank Sinatra, of course. Tony
course.
Bennett. I mean, there's so many
You know what?
good ones.
the Ronstadt. Yeah.
A lot of bands
Yeah.
that come here tell me all these influences from like nowadays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like I don't. I'm like,
don't
and I was just
know.
talking about it with my fiance, and I was like, cool. I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Just like,
sounds
okay.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
But all of y'all stuff, I actually can relate to it
Aw.
because I play in a lot of bands and have played in a lot of bands, and that's some of the stuff that bands play, especially for like weddings and stuff
Right.
like
And it's
that.
timeless. That's the
Yeah.
thing too. It's
And
I
it's
mean,
timeless.
it is,
Music today might be good for like a month, and then it's
Exactly.
like forgotten about.
I know. It
An
can-
artist, a lot of artists. I mean, shit,
much.
so many of them that I don't even know, and they will be forgotten.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but music, what we're talking about, like the free music, like creative music and music that actually takes thought and structure, and maybe not so much structure, but like thought, and like people really sit down and think about it. There's this meme, and I love Beyonce. Beyonce is awesome.
Right.
But there's this meme of like, all the single ladies, and it's got like a long list of producers, songwriters,
Exactly.
and just like bam.
Yes.
And then there's like Freddie Mercury,
like-
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
is just like Freddie Mercury, and
Right.
that's like I don't know. It's just so much different. You know, the music from now than then. It's just so much, and I support what y'all are doing.
Thank you.
Which
yes.
leads me to my next questions.
Okay.
The generations part of your name.
Right. So
Like, tell us about that.
Right. So we try to cover all of like the top songs from all the different decades and generations. I mean, keyword is try. So like the contemporary, again, like I mentioned, John Mayer, Amy Winehouse is another one. I love all of her work. I mean, she was, who else? Like Adele, Nora Jones is another big one.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's more of the contemporary artists we cover, but we're basically like, we live in like the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, probably.
We do some 20s. We do
Yeah,
some
we do
30s.
20s, yeah. And we do 90s. We do some Tracy Chapman.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
Like that, yeah.
So we're constantly trying to expand our repertoire to meet those different, and if we do a song like Build Me Up Buttercup or something that somebody in the audience might go, oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in so long, that's really cool. And we take requests. Somebody came in, and actually we had 3 different people that came in 3 different nights and asked for Johnny Cash. And we're like,
2 women,
okay,
1 guitar.
2 women, 1 guitar.
Johnny Cash. It makes sense, right?
What is it that's reminding them of Johnny Cash? But then we did Folsom Prison and loved it. That's one of our favorite songs now to do.
That's awesome.
So, that happens.
We did, what else? Another one we got was Baby Shark. I have definitely done that one multiple
Really?
times.
Okay, but that's not a standard.
Well, whenever
it's
I go
definitely
see
not
y'all,
standard.
I'm gonna ask for a Dave Matthews song.
Okay, you got it.
So deep tracks only though.
Noted. Okay, give me a second. Let me just.
She'll try almost anything, and that's where we are
I'm
vastly
sure you can do
different.
it. You're awesome though.
Thank
So, I mean,
you,
it would be
thank
no
you.
problem. for
She
you.
actually pretty much pulls it off. Somebody will ask something, and she'll go, "No, we don't know it," and she'll pull her phone
Yeah,
out.
you pull
Yeah, exactly. Go
Yeah.
ultimate guitar and just like give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me try to find the key like in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we want to entertain people, and that's the whole idea. We kind of hope that we don't want to be annoying. I'm very sensitive about that. I don't want to annoy anybody. I don't want people to go, "Oh my gosh, they're so loud," but we do want to entertain. We're
Which
hoping.
y'all do.
Thank you.
Where can people find you on social media?
So we are on Facebook and Instagram, and it's literally just Tay and Mel Generations. You can find it. I try to not post too much, but I just say like, hey, we're gonna be here. Come rock out with us. Get a glass of wine, some pizza. The
Pizza and wine.
and live music. What else do you need, right? Yeah.
That's true. And any future shows that people can come see you at?
Yeah, so we play every Saturday in the Heights on 19th and Yale. It's called We Olive and Wine Bar. It's kind of a funky name, but you can't miss it. It's a small business. Owner's super, super nice. So we play there every Saturday from 6:30 to 9:30, except for like a few Saturdays in there. But that's usually where we will be. We have a couple. We also play at Vine Wine Room. We'll be there in January as well. That's over in Memorial. So I think that's
you have a few others, but
Yeah.
I'm blanking.
I know. A couple places in Tomball. We're all over.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
you
yeah.
stay busy booking y'all.
Exactly. Yeah.
saving dogs.
That's it. That's it. In a nutshell.
Awesome, guys. So if you're watching on YouTube, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this just about every day. I know some bands cancel sometimes, but whatever. But we try to do this every day. We showcase new talent and talent like yourself. We're very excited that you are here. So if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you look for them. Do y'all have a YouTube page? Did I miss that?
We don't, but we are going to start one. Yeah. So be
Awesome.
on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for
Yeah.
their YouTube page. If you're watching on Facebook, share the event. Make sure they have new fans. The more you share it, the more people get to watch them, and the more people hear about y'all. If you're watching on Twitter, which I don't know who watches on Twitter.
Someone's
Someone's
Thank
watching
you,
on Twitter.
person.
And I do have views on Twitter. It's growing. Retweet it and share it and give us hearts. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Sorry, but do y'all want to say hi to anybody first? Give a couple of shout outs? No?
Go for it.
Hey, Dad.
If you're watching that. Okay, Kevin Hamlin, he sends us artists. Diego from King Baby Familia. I want to give a shout out to Severo Brown, Zona Libre, KFPT, with Rock Animal. Every Wednesday we do a Spanish rock concert.
That's super cool.
That's like every Wednesday. We have a Spanish rock band and we do a Spanish rock concert. People are coming from San Antonio, Dallas, and Austin just to do this. So I'm really excited that the way it's growing, and your support is very, very much appreciated. I also want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Westone Audio, with the in-ears. Before we started, I sent them this email and I didn't think they were gonna sponsor us because whatever. Like I didn't have anything, but they decided to sponsor us after a couple of emails back and forth. So thank you very much. We use them all the time. These ladies are using them. Hopefully y'all like them.
They're wonderful.
Hopefully
These are really wonderful. This whole studio, I'm telling you.
Well,
People saw this studio, they flip
I gotta get
out.
some good pictures because they only see like this
beautiful.
end.
Exactly,
They never. It's and I have taken some pictures, but I don't think I do it any justice. We gotta get somebody that really knows.
Really knows how to take those interior shots.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is stunning. It's just perfect.
Well, thank you.
It is. It really is.
I don't get tired of hearing that. I
No,
gotta work on my
I think
thank yous.
I think a lot of musicians, if they knew, would want to record here. I mean, you've got this set up perfectly, acoustically, and with everything that you're offering as far as equipment and so forth. Just makes it so easy to come in, record, and get something professional, which is
Thank
really
you.
important.
I didn't pay her to say that, guys.
No.
I
No,
swear.
definitely. Yeah.
No,
No.
you need to put
Organic.
you need to put up that little cam you talked about where people walk in and their
Yes.
faces.
We're taken aback, like truly.
Oh,
just, yeah.
oh my gosh! I just didn't expect this.
I do
Not
have
at
to
all.
set up like a reaction camera to the studio. Like
Have a compilation of that.
Yeah.
Every
I
time.
know I've missed out on so many of them, because I have a lot of bands that come out and they're outside and they're like, yeah, we thought it was gonna be like somewhere else, and I was like, no, it's here. And so they're like, okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, just wait till you go inside. They come inside, they turn that corner, and they're like,
then, yeah.
okay. And then they come in here and they're like, okay.
And this works because you love music.
Yes.
And that's obvious. That's the
Yes.
difference.
Thank you.
You love
I do love music,
Right.
and I love showcase. I love meeting new people. I love listening to new artists. I love talking to new artists and networking. This is what this is about.
That's right.
About networking and everybody just growing together and showcasing the Houston talent. There's a lot of places around the country that already do kind of something like this, but Houston didn't have one. So I wanted to step up and just kind of provide a platform to where artists could come and just kind of perform and
That's
showcase their
crazy
music.
because
Yeah.
there's some incredible talent in Houston.
Yes, we have had some really awesome bands, and
Oh, I
we have
believe you.
awesome bands that are coming on December
Yeah.
and January, and we're always looking for more musicians, guys. So if you have anybody that wants to come and hang out and play some music here in the studio, please shoot them my way. And if y'all are their people, your fans, let them know and they can get in contact with me. And if you know
Absolutely.
anybody, please pass the word.
Absolutely.
And okay, so I think we're ready to do this. Are y'all ready to do this?
do it,
Okay.
yeah.
It'll be all right. You're awesome. It'll be
Okay.
good.
Thank you. We
Remember-
need that. We need to hear that.
So awesome. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. We're going to take like a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.